respectively. The two touch gloves, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao in the yellow with red. Very good for him to keep his punch combinations at 1 or 2 punches. Freddie Roach said he doesn't want him with a flurry of 5, 6, or 7 because that'll give Floyd Mayweather an opportunity to counter.
Manny can't get too excited because Floyd Mayweather, the master, he'll find a way to counter early in this fight.
Master counter puncher. Atomic clock accuracy for Floyd Mayweather. And there's the pot shot, straight right hand down the middle.
Some right-handed fighters will abandon the jab. Floyd's not throwing a hard jab, but he's keeping it out there to blind Manny Pacquiao for the straight right hands down the middle.
And attacking the body as he's apt to do with the jab. When Manny Pacquiao started, was known as a, well, one-trick pony, had that lightning left hand, and he just ate that stiff right hand by Floyd Mayweather. Freddie Roach, after the first loss to Eric Morales, convinced him to add a right hook, which is known as Manila Ice. How will that right hook play a factor in this fight against the shoulder roll of Floyd Mayweather?
Well, Pacquiao has a great right hook. The only question is, can he land it?
His jab is almost more like a power jab when it is effective.
This is an ideal round for Floyd Mayweather, offensively and defensively.
And as Floyd clinches with Manny, he begins a conversation with Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather, 8 of 36 for 22% connect rate. Manny Pacquiao, 3 of 29, 10% connect rate as...
Pacquiao coming out more aggressively. He must have got a pep talk from Freddie Roach to not let Floyd Mayweather be comfortable. But the only problem with that is Floyd is answering him hard straight rights, and then Manny can't get any offense back because Floyd's defense is impeccable in the first round and a half.
Floyd Mayweather on the ropes. Coming forward, clinching. In the sport today than Floyd Money Mayweather.
No question. And what I mean by Manny Pacquiao aiming at the chest is when Floyd Mayweather ducks, his punches have a better chance of hitting Floyd in the head.
Who may indeed play a pivotal factor in this fight, breaking up the clinch. Mayweather very effective with that lead right hand early, backing to the ropes, and now Manny Pacquiao missing upstairs. He's mauling Mayweather, and of course the partisan crowd will cheer anything Manny does. Thunderous chants of Manny here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, coming up on the final minute of the second round. Well, He's not exactly known for abiding by the Marcus of Queensberry rules at all times. With something known as sticky punches, loves to use his forearms, his elbows, and he loves to, lean on that head sometimes. And here's Manny Pacquiao going on the attack. Mayweather quick to escape from the ropes, back to his office, his domain, the center of the ring.
The center of the ring, that's where Floyd wants to be, but don't make no mistake about it.
So thus far, Floyd Mayweather able to keep Manny Pacquiao at bay for the most part. There have been quick spurts of energy from Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, 6 of 44 for 14%. You know that Floyd Mayweather is going to be economical. Do the numbers surprise you for Manny Pacquiao, who's used to throwing a lot more punches than that?
I'm not surprised. I mean, that's what happens when you fight a master counterpuncher like Floyd. He cuts the punch count in half because he's not there to be hit, and then when you do throw, he counters. So you don't want to throw 100 punches around. That's what Floyd Mayweather's done throughout the duration of his career with volume punches.
Mayweather's plus 24 plus minus rating, #1 amongst all current championship caliber fighters. That means he lands 24% higher than his opponents do against him, going downstairs to the midsection.
You see the frustration on Manny's face right now, even though he landed a decent straight left right there. He's just not able to do what he needs to do, but he should have expected this.
Mayweather saying that Manny Pacquiao's style is too reckless. Pacquiao coming back and saying reckless is really what the fans want to see. They want to see action, but it has to be a concerted effort. He has to stay focused.
If not, something bad can happen, and it can happen quick.
And Manny Pacquiao on the attack. Immediately Floyd clinches. And again, we thought that this might be a storyline in the fight. It was in the rematch against Marcos Maidana. Leaning on Manny Pacquiao, using all the tricks of the trade and then lunging in with a right hand.
And you know when you see Floyd Mayweather put his back foot, he's coming for that lead straight right hand. Manny has to be aware of that.
Coming up on the final minute of the third round. Pacquiao has Mayweather on the ropes, but maintaining distance right now, trying to feint. Mayweather sticks the jab, leads with the right hand, and now there's a front face lock, and really pay attention to, Andre.
Yeah, it's one thing to have an occasional situation, but if it keeps happening, he's going to have to step in and do something about it. Pacquiao may have to police the situation himself.
Floyd Mayweather missing with the right hand, sticks the jab, counterattack by Manny Pacquiao that turned out to be arm punches. Thus far, Manny Pacquiao unable to get, I know, against a master counterpuncher, the top defensive fighter of his era. That is a monumental task. Lead right hand and a flurry at the end of the round. Through round 3, Floyd Mayweather 20 of 41 for 49%. Manny Pacquiao 11 of 47 for 23%. Mayweather has landed 50% of his power shots in his last 13 fights. #1 among CompuBox categorical leaders. Pacquiao has landed 47% of his. Mayweather against the ropes, managed to get in the left hand to Floyd's head.
Yeah, if Manny Pacquiao can throw 5 punches and only land 1, Floyd Mayweather's in good shape. And we talked about the shoulder will work with the left-hander. Watch this sequence right now. Floyd is using the shoulder roll, and it's very effective against Manny right now.
Another Grand Rapids native, James Lights Out Tony, also using the shoulder roll to great effect. One of the best defensive fighters of his era. Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest offensive fighters of any era, trying to go on the attack here against Floyd Mayweather. Backs him up with that right. Now Mayweather with the high guard. Manny Pacquiao again.
The best success when he starts low with Floyd Mayweather. He starts to the body and then works his way up. That's the best chance he has, but if he goes straight for the head, Floyd's gonna time it.
There's a counter left hand that backed up Floyd Mayweather, and Manny Pacquiao going on the attack. Again, the high guard. A lot of those punches deflecting off the arms and gloves.
Here we see an exchange. Floyd throws a jab. Manny counters quickly with the straight left. Buckled Floyd Mayweather. Manny tees off on Floyd, but Floyd, to his credit, covered up, and not many of those punches landed. And Manny said, okay, let me step back, get my breath back, and reset. Smart by Floyd and smart by Manny Pacquiao.
High ring IQ on display here between Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Here we see the shot from Floyd's angle, a jab, and then again, the straight left comes right off the jab. I don't think Floyd was expecting it, and it got his attention. Let's see if this starts to change kind of the flow of the fight as a whole.
And as you have mentioned throughout the fight, Manny Pacquiao going to the body, trying to find that precious real estate. It's very valuable on Floyd Mayweather's body because he rarely gets hit, but look at that straight.
Smart move by Manny Pacquiao right there. He clearly hurt Floyd. He tried to test him out to see how he was, but didn't go crazy, so he didn't punch himself out. Smart move.
Pacquiao's family on its feet. Most of the fans here at the MGM Grand on their feet. Encouraged by Manny Pacquiao in this 4th round, under a minute left. And there Pacquiao lands the combination.
He started low, he finished high, he was able to land some shots to the head. But watch out for Floyd Mayweather. He's dangerous when he's hurt. He just landed a big right hand that I know got Manny Pacquiao's attention.
You look at Floyd Mayweather's face and you can still see the remnants. That was a stiff left hand that he ate from Manny Pacquiao. Mayweather again against the ropes. Punches of the jab blocked by the southpaw Pacquiao. Misses with a jab of his own. That straight right hand though, the lead counter by Mayweather, effective as always.
Floyd Mayweather seems to have his wits about him. He's clear-headed, and he's back in this fight.
But a great round for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao here at the MGM Grand for this mega fight. Power punches in round 4. Floyd Mayweather 4 of 9. Manny Pacquiao 12 of 42. The bell in round 5. Pacquiao parrying the jab of Mayweather. Mayweather goes downstairs to the body with a right hand. That jab was blocked by Pacquiao. Counter left hook raises the face of Pacquiao by Mayweather.
Floyd is a champion and Floyd is a veteran, and Floyd doesn't get credit for his toughness, his grit. He gets angry and gets...
And how's this for an illuminating turn of events? In between rounds, Floyd Mayweather Sr., good counter, right cross by Mayweather, told his son that he was fighting like he was scared.
Kind of out of character for Floyd Sr.
Oh, but there's Mayweather backing Pacquiao up with a right hand. You know, skill and confidence are an unconquered army, and Mayweather, who possesses plenty of both.
And let's keep it in perspective. Floyd is ahead in this fight,
yes,
and I think he's dominating this fight. Manny Pacquiao had a moment, but he has to capitalize on it, because if not, he'll look up and Floyd will be way up ahead before he knows it.
Through round 5 as we begin round 6. Average punches per round. Mayweather 10 of 32 for 32%. Pac-Man 5 of 35 for 17%. Is that punches or jabs, my man? Total punches, okay, thank you. Gotta clear that up. I'm sorry, we're trying to give you the best information we can, getting it secondhand from CompuBox. And now Mayweather absorbing these shots from Manny Pacquiao. And this is what Pacquiao has to continue to do. He has to continue to not smother his offense, but get on the inside, unleash the combination, and step out. His will and that advantage with the clinch, with the holding. Thus far, Kenny Bayless. Johnny on the spot.
Floyd Mayweather tried a classic move there. He was kind of in the corner. He used a check hook. It didn't land. Manny blocked it. Good shot from Manny Pacquiao on the button. You know that got Floyd Mayweather's attention.
Right uppercut by Floyd Mayweather. Of course, he used the check hook to full effect in Mayweather against Ricky Hatton. And of course, Pacquiao on the receiving end of a very scary knockout in his last loss against Juan Manuel Marquez in 2012. 12 has bounced back with 3 consecutive wins.
That shot hurt Floyd Mayweather right there.
That hurts Floyd.
That shot hurt Floyd right there.
And Pacquiao looking to take advantage. Mayweather absorbing those body blows, nodding, no, you're not hurting me. Manny Pacquiao on the offensive.
Floyd Mayweather covered up like he's supposed to when you get hurt. Good shot from Manny. He aimed low. Floyd ducked into it. He's got to stay disciplined with that approach offensively.
Straight right hand through the guard. That one was blocked by Pacquiao. Under a minute left in the 6th.
Good counter from Manny Pacquiao.
The jab by Mayweather. Pacquiao going on the attack again. Beginning downstairs to the body, finishing it up to the head. Mayweather puts himself in the corner. That long right hand finds the target. There he paused, using the jab as a rangefinder. Pacquiao staying out of harm's way, but that jab was deflected off his face. Again, comes to the inside with a flurry of punches. Right hand to the body, nice counter right by Pacquiao. Final seconds of the 6th as we reach the midway point of this 12-round welterweight title unification showdown.
But sometimes in a fight like this, of this magnitude, sometimes you need to be talked to like that. And Floyd Mayweather knows his dad knows him. I think Floyd Mayweather's gonna respond.
At the fighter meeting, Floyd Mayweather told us that he does not love boxing anymore, that it's the business, that come September when his contract with Showtime ends, the 6th fight of the contract, he will walk away from the sport. But here in round 7 now, Manny Pacquiao going on the attack, the fan rallying behind him.
Now, Mayweather's starting to press a little bit. Manny's being patient, and he's landing a few jabs.
Oh, there's a jab that caught Pacquiao off balance. Total punches in round 6, by the way. Pacquiao, 13 of 25 in the jab, 8 of 13 in the power. Or excuse me, that was Floyd Mayweather. I'm not going to read those stats anymore, man. Either give them to me right or let's not do it at all. This is an important fight here. Wow. Round 7, a minute 45 left. I apologize, but Andre, we're getting false information. And the admonishment of the referee. Jab through the guard by Mayweather, trying to settle things down. Evasive head movement. Trying now to establish that very effective jab, Andre.
We got some blood on the lip of Floyd Mayweather. He knows it, his corner knows it, but this is what these moments are all about. Who can make the adjustments? Who can execute the game plan in the moment?
Oh, nice
shot
from
Manny
the
Pacquiao.
guard by Pacquiao. The straight left hand, there's a check left hook by Mayweather. Under 30 seconds left in the 7th.
I think it's safe to say that this fight is living up to the hype.
And then some, as Manny Pacquiao continues to hunt down Mayweather, who has his back along the ropes there. Mayweather sidesteps the incoming pride of the Philippines. Terrific stuff here at the MGM Grand as Pacquiao continues to bring the fight to Floyd Mayweather. We are in round number 8. This fight is flying by, my man. And we all know as Mayweather lands a stiff jab, we look at boxing as a primal form of drama, and what it reveals is what frightens most human beings, the unvarnished truth. What Floyd Mayweather is learning from Manny Pacquiao is thus far scaring Floyd Sr.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know.
Oh, straight left hand connects again by Pacquiao.
It seems that when Manny lands that straight left, he's getting Floyd's attention every time.
And it's when Floyd is in that shoulder roll position that Manny Pacquiao's had some success.
But 9 times out of 10, Manny doesn't aim for the head. He's aiming a little lower, and Floyd falls into the shot.
Pacquiao pot shots Mayweather through the guard with the lead left. There's a jab from Mayweather. Again, the flurry of punches in that last left hand scored. Pacquiao known for showcasing more display angles than you would find in a geometry department, and that's another thing that Mayweather has to concern himself with. But now Mayweather looking at Pacquiao going downstairs with the left hook. Under a minute and a half left in the 8th round. Good pull counter right hand by Mayweather.
Let's see if Manny Pacquiao can answer that. Great right hand from Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather trying to set the trap with the jabs. There's another couple of lead left hooks that
got Manny's attention for sure. Lead left hooks from Floyd Mayweather.
And that's what Floyd Sr. was looking for.
And that's that reach advantage we were talking about.
5-inch reach advantage for Floyd Mayweather. 45 seconds left in the 8th. Pacquiao has definitely not been reckless by any means, has been controlled, but has shown flashes of his offensive brilliance and has actually scored some good shots on Mayweather.
Both men have landed good shots. Great intensity of this fight. Ebbs and flows back and forth. This is what the people paid to see.
Now Mayweather, again, setting the trap there, leaning in, staying at distance though, Andre.
Good point. That's a trap. When you see Floyd kind of giving you his head, trust me, he's not giving you his head. He wants you to commit so he can counter.
Lead left hook, the check hook. Less than 10 seconds remaining, and thus far the biggest fight of our generation is delivering everything you could ask for. Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
I just appreciate the fact that both of these guys have given it, they've taken it, and good shot from Floyd right there.
Again, setting the trap, putting themselves in the ring.
This is just the fight that we anticipated. There's no clear-cut winner. There's no clear-cut person that's dominant. Even though I have Floyd up 5 rounds to 3, Floyd has been in this situation before where a fight was tight. He stayed patient and pulled away. Again, he wasn't fighting Manny Pacquiao. Let's see what happens down the stretch.
There's again the 1-2, the straight left catches Floyd. He's able to maneuver out of the way, but misses with that left hook. Contention that Mayweather's legs are gone. I don't know if they're gone, but that he slowed down. Are you seeing evidence of that in this fight? And he pot shots met Pacquiao with the right hand.
No, I think Floyd, 38 is 38, and you just don't have to move as much. If your defense is as good as Floyd Mayweather's, you don't have to move so much. So I don't think that's accurate.
Under 2 minutes now left in the 9th round. Knowledgeable observers also wanting to see if Pacquiao would be able to land that left uppercut. As we've seen in the past, that Mayweather has a tendency to lean to his right. But there, using that left hook again. Oh, another straight left down the middle catches Mayweather. Pride and joy, Manny Pacquiao.
And he can't let he can't let Floyd just sit out there and pot shot him like that. He's got to stay mentally engaged and not allow himself to get hit with those kind of shots.
That jab was blocked by Manny using that upper body movement, trying to find an entry to get in close with under a minute remaining. Goes to the body, gets tagged though by the right counter from Floyd. 45 seconds left in the 9th. There's that right cross that connects on Pacquiao's jaw.
Good straight right from Floyd Mayweather.
30 seconds left in the 9th round. There's another straight right hand by Mayweather that scores. And that's his bread and butter. Now along the ropes, Pacquiao goes to the body. Mayweather moving to his left. Final 10 seconds. Another lead right hand connects for Mayweather.
Back when it was 15 rounds, round 13, 14, and 15 were called the championship rounds, the do or die rounds. Our modern day championship rounds are 10, 11, and 12.
Short left hook by Pacquiao, then eats a jab from Mayweather. The home stretch.
I would like to see Floyd, even though it's getting late in the fight, he can still work the body of Manny Pacquiao and work his way back up and possibly catch Manny like that.
Counter again with the right hand. Floyd Sr. wants him to come forward. He's spending most of his time on his back foot, which we've seen all the time.
Yeah, and Manny has to not stay out there. When he's not busy, he has to either be out of range or in range to punch. He can't just stand there. You know, Floyd Mayweather's racking up points in the meantime. And I think this last 3 rounds or last 2.5 rounds are going to boil down to who wants it more.
Under a minute and a half left in the 10th. Left hand again by Pacquiao. Has Floyd on the ropes. Floyd again shifts to his left. And that's the one thing about Manny Pacquiao, effective whether you go left or right.
And I don't know if Manny has any leg cramps or anything like that. We haven't heard anything in the corner, but I'd like to see him use his leg. He's got good legs, in and out movement. Feint Floyd and then attack.
He's been burdened with leg cramps throughout his career. It's because of the size of his calves. He actually had to buy an $1,800 bottle of lotion treatment approved by the USADA, Freddie Roach told us, to help in camp. So we don't know if they're effective now. There's the hand speed on display for Pacquiao, and a grazing right counter by Mayweather. Mayweather ducks underneath that left cross. The jab from Pacquiao. No surprise to see him ringside. Round 11, Mayweather on the attack with that right hand. Now a more aggressive Mayweather here to kick off the championship rounds.
Here we see Floyd Mayweather line up Manny Pacquiao with the jab, and then he comes not down the middle, but a roundhouse around the gloves of Manny Pacquiao early in that round.
Andre at this point in the fight.
100%, these last 2 rounds, you don't know how the judges are looking at it, you don't know how they're scoring it. You got to try to seize these last 2 rounds if you're Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao.
Watch your feet, watch your feet.
But a knockout blow.
There's a
hard
right
shot
to the
right
body
now.
and a out. But again, Mayweather backing up with his size and reach.
Sometimes a trainer can see what a fighter doesn't, and sometimes a fighter can feel what a trainer doesn't. So if Floyd isn't coming forward, it's for a reason.
All right, left hand lead by Pacquiao scored. There's another left hand that cuffed Mayweather on the ear.
These last 2 rounds are very, very important
And
for both fighters.
Left hand to the body. Sorry, Andre. And a right hand upstairs by Pacquiao, mixing up the
He
attack.
started low, he finished high. Now he knows Floyd wants to come back with offense, and this is where Manny has to be defensively responsible. You see Floyd coming, you got to know. Looks like Pacquiao's trying to steal this round.
And a counter left by Mayweather.
Because Floyd has pretty much dominated most of this round. Same tactic Sugar Ray Leonard used against Marvin Hagler.
Could it possibly be coming down to this round, Andre? Or am I just telling the story of this fight and missing some of the nuances that the judges at ringside might be seeing? Yes, exactly.
If Floyd lands that 1 shot, he's got to come back. And even if he doesn't land, it's the perception that he's being aggressive.
Left to the body, the straight left, down the middle, connected for Pacquiao. There's a stiff jab by Mayweather. Lead left hand from Mayweather. The boxer, Floyd Mayweather. The offensive juggernaut, Manny Pacquiao. The crowd now getting to its feet. Our last minute, it's dramatics in store here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Or is it going to come down to the 3 judges seated at ringside to render their verdict?
10 seconds left.
10 seconds remain in our fight of the century. Mayweather sensing that he has done enough. Pacquiao on the attack, but the final bell has gone.
Great, great fight. Great, great fight. Great, great fight. Hat off to both guys.
All 3 in favor of the winner by unanimous decision. He is now the unified WBC, WBA, and WBO welterweight champion of the world. And still undefeated, Floyd Manny Mayweather.
Protect yourself at all times. Keep your punches up and give me a good clean break. Touch gloves and good luck.
McGirt has said that they can't sit in front of Mayweather. They're not going to hit him on, they can't hit him on the chin. Nobody can hit him on the chin. He's too fast.
Makes himself more elusive. It would be probably a secondary follow-up punch that would get him if you land to the head.
Gatti physically low welterweight level for Mayweather. He is the former super featherweight champion and has moved up into the junior welterweights or light welterweights. But he did that again this time.
Well, Gatti trying to jab here. Mayweather hits him with a hook and then a right hand, but we're seeing him more controlled. Will he go back to the old Gatti, or will he be this version? It's an interesting question.
He would be surprised if he abandoned what he's been doing the last 6 fights, but then one never knows, because with a very talented fighter,
he won't abandon it voluntarily.
Gatti is.
He can't appeal to the referee, and he gets drilled as he was looking over at Earl Morton. Protect yourself at all times. Good look here. There's Mayweather. Has his hands on Gatti here. Referee should be here. He hits him in the clinch, then that. Gatti looks over at Earl Morton. Can't do that. And then Mayweather comes in. Gatti looked over. Well, that might change the controlled nature of the fight.
That'll end round 1. Manny has taken a standing 8 count, round 1. The referee was not in a position to see Mayweather leaning on Gatti's neck and pushing him down.
And we're also informed that on the replay that that could have been a very devastating shot. And again, Gatti being held down low.
But he can fire out so quickly. There's a left hand to Gatti's face.
The real challenge of whether he can maintain his boxing when, you know, your emotions would indicate you might be rattled in there. There's the shoulder by Mayweather coming up and getting Gatti.
He's going to have to throw one of those Leonard Doreen body shots.
He tried it right there, Dick. Jab by Mayweather's pretty sneaky in there.
Mayweather is so quick, so quick.
The follow-up punch by Mayweather that got to Gatti.
There's a right hand, a left, a body shot, comes up to the head, so quick.
Mayweather showing the blinding speed there, the good right hand. Look at the foot speed that he gets in and fires off a good left hook after that. Good right hand. Remember,
and a controversial knockdown in the first round. With Gatti trying to go to the body, and
hey, of course, Castillo and Diego Corrales, and made sure, you know, effort against those guys who are top-notch fighters. Key right here for Gatti is early onslaught and try to settle in again as Mayweather tries to run away with it.
So quick, left to the jaw, right, landing those combinations with lightning speed. There's a right again, another right is so quick. Trained by his uncle Roger Mayweather, 2-time champion in his own right. Gatti now trying to jab a little bit.
Now, Gatti needs to jab, and even if he's not landing, just keep it out there so that Mayweather can't time him. Look at Mayweather charging at him. Gatti off balance just long enough.
Mayweather said, I'm going to box circles around him.
And Mayweather just dares you to come in with his left hand down low.
I was thinking, Dave, that Gatti should pressure him, go after him, even if he gets peppered, if he could lay on him, lean on him, quick.
Awesomely quick.
He slips away, and he throws double, triple punches.
And look at that, you block 2 left hands and you're happy, and the right hand.
Third round action. A long anticipated fight. Hatton is in town, and he's been campaigning to fight the winner of this.
As he gets into his punches, and he'll turn. So when he turns, he's able to sit down on the second punch. Now, when you look at the speed of Mayweather, you know it boils down to, for Gatti, he will need the bomb. at some point in this fight.
One little moment in time, that one window in time when he could land a big body shot.
And then from his perspective, have something left still.
Well, Mayweather has a good chin as well. Down to the end of round 3.
He's got him at a distance. He needs to keep the jab popping so that Mayweather cannot just leap into him. Mayweather starts his attack from. He's so fast, he can leap in. And that adds power. He's keeping his leverage. He's turning properly. But that's athleticism when he comes in.
He will also switch. He will go southpaw once in a while. And he's been known to toy with opponents.
Gatti's trying to load up, and Mayweather knew he nailed him with 3. Gatti walked just straight into him.
He is so quick.
Here's big shot by Mayweather. The left hook. 3 big shots as Gatti walked into. Now it's 5. He just walked.
Really talented athlete, but Gatti's got great heart.
Right, he's getting nailed because of the jab not being out there. Well, Mayweather's showing why it's so difficult to fight him.
Gatti is has somewhat of a look of desperation on his face.
Well, he's been outpointed before. He's been in difficult fights before.
Fighters that his management has set it up for him and all that. Last test of his career. And to a degree, it's a tough test for Mayweather as well.
And some of the criticism of his play, that's just another element of boxing. He pretty much existed outside the realities of this sport.
Will Gatti's eyes start to swell because he's taking shots right in the face. Here's a jab from Mayweather. He has Gatti's left eye is starting to swell.
Yeah, the Mayweather jab has helped that along. Here in the fourth round against Mickey Ward in their 3rd fight, went on to win the fight with 1 hand. Jabbed, and when he missed Mayweather, he ducked so that he could avoid the counter, and that's when they tied up.
Mayweather's jab is so quick.
Gatti should fire that left hand. And what we're seeing is Gatti is trying to win it with his jab here.
Let both hands go.
Yeah, well, Mayweather has made him pay when he gets in, and to his credit. Gatti has a little more aggression in this round. Mayweather still makes him pay every time he misses. Look at that. Here's another look at the Mayweather explosion. Good right hand. This is what started his good round. Gatti had been doing well. The second punch by Mayweather, that's uncanny to miss that wildly with a left hook.
Floyd Mayweather's had a very turbulent career. There's a right hand. He's had various people manage him. He's had legal problems. It's doubtful whether he'd be able to take this fight because of that. And that ends round 5. Round 6. Let me ask you this, Dave.
Great job for him, and in these last 2 fights, he was not hit much. That system worked. He brought that system in here. That's what he's trying to perfect. But with Mayweather's quickness, approach, the scientific idea of coming in there, jab, jab, throw something, he may have to abandon that and just try to land a big Gatti shot. It's hard to just snap your fingers and then make him a brawler all over again. They took a long time to turn Gatti back into a boxer, and he's paying for everything right now. It was painful.
Mayweather now starting to beat on him.
But Gatti literally has nothing to lose.
Oh, what a left hook.
By turning into his old man.
And a right hand, 2 right hands, 3 right hands.
3 fights in a row, and then came back. Look at the big right hand by Mayweather. It's just a matter of how much more of this could he take. 3, 4 nice loaded right hands in his corner. He's trying a right hand counter. This is what happens when you don't have the speed and when you've turned into a boxer. Because obviously he won't be able to just get in the old-fashioned way. Look at that.
Triple hooks. Right. Oh, he is unloading.
You know, if the other guy is quicker than you and then really makes you pay when you make a mistake, you get gunshot. Approach here by Gatti, self-preservation.
Well, he's just being out quick, and his left eye looks like it's almost shut.
I think the corner may have to step in for him at some point.
This will end round 6.
Super lightweight champion of the world, still undefeated, pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather.
We're coming here live from Las Vegas and Nevada. Hernandez, Mayweather for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the world, and out. And you can see the height advantage for the champion in the blue and the white trunks over the challenger in the red trunks. And there you can see that cat-like quickness that Floyd Mayweather has. Floyd saying that he was going to utilize his speed against Hernandez early. He said that he knows that. His camp was predicting a knockout. Floyd was not predicting anything. He said, all I'm saying is I'm going to get the win. I don't care how I get it. This title fight tonight is extremely important for me. Indeed it is. And down goes Mayweather. No, it is ruled a slip. It is ruled a slip. Chicanito has gone the distance in his recent fights. He's a man that anchors himself in and just... But he said, you never know. Things could change here tonight. He's coming in quick against Hernandez. That's a slip, too. It's a push. Keeping that right hand cocked there. So when he goes in with that jab, he's still protecting himself at home. And Hernandez is having some problems here, trying to figure things out. In Floyd's corner was his father. Hernandez has never been knocked out in his career. He's only been down twice as the two just exchanged some blows there after hugging for a bit.
Nothing in the back of the head.
And here comes Floyd with an overhand right that lands right on the chin. In the left, another left. He said, the thing is for me is I need to take Floyd past the 4 and 5 rounds. After that, speed does not matter. Fighters slow down. And both guys just pushing each other again. Two frustrated fighters here early. Only in round number 2.
Don't grab his head.
And the youngster, you must imagine that everything is going through his head right now. First championship fight. And he's just all those things. Oh, nice right there landed by Hernandez. Excuse me, by Mayweather, right on Hernandez's chin. Beautiful right. Floyd here gaining some confidence. Mayweather just coming out with the punches. Hernandez not throwing anything back.
Nice round.
This bout, of course, scheduled for 12 rounds. Hernandez in the white and blue trunks. Mayweather. You can see both guys are just sizing each other up, waiting to commit. Mayweather just tagging. Floyd's got that compact style. He's small, but you can just see the way he's utilizing his speed. And Hernandez coming on now. Both guys hugging. Floyd, that is not his style. He likes to stick and move. Floyd, though, still looking sharp. Nice combination there, landed by Mayweather. Locks Hernandez for a second.
Keep it up.
Now Hernandez lands a quick right and gets out. Mayweather again with that big right, and his speed is just killing Hernandez. The 1996 bronze medalist turning in a golden performance here this evening against the champion. But Hernandez said, little left landed there. And you can see the champion just reeling away, just running. But Mayweather, not to take anything away from him, is turning in a great performance here.
Don't grab his head.
Hear the crowd and everybody cheering Floyd on here. There he follows up and misses with a strong left. Overhand right that starts it off for Floyd Mayweather. He can answer about 5 more shots. Mayweather's speed is just amazing. And before Hernandez has time to react to one, he's already been hit by 3 and 4. 11 years of age is a lot to give up inside the boxing ring. And Floyd has proven that here again this evening. Less than 10 seconds now left in round number 4. And this one has been Floyd Mayweather in his swarm all over Chicanito Hernandez. There's no way we're going to slow him down by trying to get him to the head. You have to hit him low. And look at the 2 guys in the center, and Floyd gets the better end of that exchange, just hugging each other. Just nice right there in the left by Hernandez. And Hernandez not doing what his corner told him to attack the body, just going around. And look at Floyd, looking to launch away. Just a jolt of electricity inside that ring. Look at him just sizing up Hernandez. He knows that he's got the guy in trouble. Hernandez has never been down for good. He's been knocked down twice, but he's never been knocked out. And you can see this is exactly what Floyd Mayweather's corner was talking about. And Hernandez just throwing jabs to try to get out, but he's not moving to the center of the ring. And a nice right there connects on Genaro Hernandez's chin. Never in serious trouble. And you can see it's Hernandez who's just trying to egg Mayweather into the ropes now, into his type of fight. Watch, I'll back up a little bit. You see how he brings him in there? And Mayweather goes in. And now he's putting up his hands, and that's where Hernandez is trying to attack the body. Goes up high, though. His corner told him to attack the body.
Don't grab.
And Mayweather going back to that jab. That's what his corners told him. There's no doubt about it. In order to cut away that speed, you got to land punches, and Genaro is just not doing that. Floyd just leading with that jab. The reach is the same for both fighters, and that jab has been the difference here with that speed against the youngster. And there comes Mayweather with his best flurry of the fight as he backs Hernandez into the ropes. Less than 5 seconds here in round number 6. And Floyd Mayweather. As we start round number 7, are Genaro Hernandez and Roberto Garcia. Well, tonight Floyd Mayweather Jr. is proving that he might be better than both of those guys. And he doesn't even have a title yet, but you know what? He's halfway there as we start the 7th round. And Mayweather just continuing to light things up with that jab. He's landed about 2 or 3, but that's it. Mayweather has stifled him any opportunity of that. Now comes Hernandez with a solid right. Now Genaro's forcing things inside, and Floyd's wanting to exchange a bit. Genaro's getting him in the corner, in the right corner. And both guys just standing each other, and Floyd just tagging. Look at that speed there by the youngster. And now here comes Genaro Hernandez, and right back at him is Floyd Mayweather Jr. Thus far as the fight, and Floyd Mayweather does not look affected at all by the punches of Genaro Hernandez. That uppercut has just been damaging against Genaro Hernandez. And Mayweather once again with a big uppercut, and both guys just going right at each other. Genaro's just smiling at Mayweather. Able to land punches more now. Starting to get through that defense. But boy, is Mayweather right eye of Hernandez. It's really starting to swell. It's turning black and blue already. Underneath Hernandez's right eye. Meanwhile, the youngster's skin weight can put it on a cornica. It's perfect. Look at these guys just go away at the end of the round. It's been more like an airstrike. He just zooms in and zooms right back out and makes the damage. But now the fight goes inside, and this is where Genaro wants him. It's like the youngster's testing him. Oh, a nice left. But look at Floyd Mayweather just unleashed with the rights and the lefts. And he's got the champion in the ropes. You see Floyd Mayweather here just coming back to the same game plan with that jab and that big right that comes in. He likes to bring in that right uppercut. Found a lot of success here and allowed him to open things up. And there he goes with that big right overhand. Hernandez just relaxing against the ropes. Look at Floyd just toy with him. And if you're scoring at home, well, you might be thinking the same thing I am. But it's inside the squared circle, and it's being tossed by that man, Floyd Mayweather Jr. He finished the round.
Was that the end of the game?
My brother says my trainer says.
Fight's over. Fight is over. Jay Nady has stopped the fight after Hernandez's brother.
Trains Oscar De La Hoya up in Big Bear, California. And his Uncle Roger's in his corner. Uncle Roger was a two-time world champion. Floyd comes out, goes right to the jab, works a little bit of a left hook in there. Mayweather's in the yellow and white trunks. Castillo's in the colors of Mexico. Very pro-Castillo in here tonight. A lot of people making the trek north of the border to see their champion take on a great American champion in Floyd Mayweather Jr. Like I said many times before, he is moving up in weight class. Oscar De La Hoya. He would also like to take on Costa Zoo. Good right hand from Mayweather, who looked awfully determined right there to land a big shot. Round one scheduled for 12 for the WBC lightweight. Oh, big left hand. They're going to wave it off as a slip, but it looked like a punch to me. We'll have to look at it later. There's where he tripped off his own feet. It was coming right, I didn't have this angle, coming right back at me, and it looked like it was a punch, but he was trying to avoid getting hit and tripped over his own feet going backwards and ruled it a slip, and they went on about their business. You can see an example. Oh no, we've got a... If there was an accidental headbutt after 4 rounds, they would go to the cards. You just sense the strength that Mayweather had. Steele trying to loosen up and get a little busy and try to fight his fight a little bit more, which is going to be with the heavy punches and the body punching. About a half a minute to go in round 2. Steele beginning to loosen up and use a little more footwork, trying to match speed for speed. Mayweather is so patient and looks for his spots. A little bit of a right hand over the top from Castillo. 10 seconds left, round 2. And now the little infighting here is a little kidney jab from Mayweather. He finds a spot, he sees a spot, he hits it. That's the way he works. See it, hit it. Nothing much of doing in this round at all, but you get the sense sometimes that Mayweather wants to see things like that. Try to see if he can't land something, but he's not going to stand there and get hit, that's for sure. Castillo doing a good job of stalking. He's trying to stay right in front of Mayweather. Good punch. Flashed uppercut, just missed from Mayweather. A little bit of an uppercut that just missed. The crowd responds, but Mayweather wasn't hurt. Final seconds, round 4. Oh, big quick right hand from Mayweather. Just walked across and delivered it. I don't think Castillo even saw it coming. Yeah, he's turned around. Mayweather from time to time will turn himself around and go left-handed. Now he's back to right-handed, but he'll do that. Little left hook inside it just almost landed on Castillo. So there's that right hand he likes to come in and lead with. There's some body work that Castillo wanted to do. Now Floyd's just kind of pushing him back. Only seems to get better, but he's taking on a guy who feels like he doesn't get any respect and he wants to earn it tonight. Jose Luis Castillo. Now they're getting into it a little bit. Castillo wants this. That's the end of the round. Castillo's just glad to find him. Nice right hand for Castillo. Now Mayweather's going to return the favor. A little low there, a little low there. Nice right hand over the top from Mayweather. He has not gone back to that left-handed stance that Roger absolutely didn't want him to do over in the corner. A little bit south of the border there. Now Castillo's pushed Floyd down to the mat. Let's see if that gets Floyd Mayweather upset. Street fight if he has to. Mayweather's a pretty cool customer, though. Final seconds of round 6. He certainly got Mayweather's attention, that is for sure. A little bit of a wrestling match at one point in this round, and then Mayweather hitting off his footwork, off his jab coming off his footwork is hard to catch him. Castillo threw a pretty hard punch inside that got the crowd. Halfway through round 7, scheduled 12. Where they may be in trouble getting a point taken away if he has to warn him again. Pretty nice little jab from Castillo. Mayweather hits and moves. Throwing that jab out there, then moving out of harm's way. Now he sets himself down in sort of a haunch and gets ready to throw punches and steps out when Castillo takes the bait. A little bit of a short left hand inside. Castillo throwing punches down the ball. A good right hand for Castillo. Mayweather standing there looking at him, saying, what's going on here? Final seconds. Mayweather, because he's so talented and so quick, he can make up for a lot of mistakes he might make. And watch him throw that lunging jab as he goes in. It's a very effective punch for him. Now, you get the sense Castillo wants to get busy. Castillo has 50 professional fights, 41 knockouts. Nice flicking jab from Mayweather. And we heard Castillo's corner wanted him to go downstairs, but I haven't seen him try to throw any body punches yet. I think he'd like to land any punch. Kind of the desperation punch you just saw from Castillo that missed by about 2 or 3 feet. Now Mayweather starts to pepper him a little bit with some short jabs. Final seconds, round 8. Now Mayweather holds his arms down, holds Castillo's arms. Round number 9 scheduled for 12. Now Castillo throws some punches and Mayweather's holding his arm down. Castillo just wants to go. Good hard left hand from Mayweather. Another one. Now it's kind of turned into a little bit of a street fight. And just when Castillo thinks he can get in there and throw some punches, he keeps getting tied up and facing that little jab. Castillo's trying to get across there and throw the big punches. Roger Mayweather didn't have much to say to his fighter between those rounds. Roger knows what he's talking about, 2-time world champion. He just said, "You're doing fine." An uppercut that missed. It would have been pretty effective. Now they punched after the bell. Big Draculets may make a decision to take a point away from Mayweather. Mayweather, that chopping overhand right. Oh, there's a good combination from Mayweather. There's the left. He follows up the left with the right. It's very effective. Castillo felt those punches. Luis Castillo, the man who's trying to take it away from him, is in the yellow and white trunks, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Castillo not able to find anything but air. Floyd's content to stand there, and Mayweather might want to take care of business. We'll see. Now the punching in the back. Castillo showing a little frustration there. I haven't seen that in a while. He was punching all around his body, just trying to find something to hit.
I'm going to tell you last time for pushing off. Last time.
Last warning for pushing off from Dracula. She's been telling Mayweather all night about that. So Castillo trying to unload over there while he's got Floyd on the ropes. Now Floyd's going to hold him. Floyd jumped right on him. Castillo looked like he was in a daze for a second. There's some punches downstairs. Dracula's keeping an eye on things. Roger Mayweather told his nephew to sit down, punch, and move on. That's pretty simple what that means. That's below the belt. Wanted to keep him up a little bit. That was just below the Grant. There's that right hand Mayweather likes to throw over the top when he gets a chance to do it. Tonight, to any extent. Castillo's trying to throw down there on the belt line. Downstairs, once again, Castillo awfully close to throwing low blows, and Floyd standing there and taking it right now. He's already had 1 point taken away for an elbow. Draculus didn't want Mayweather leaning on him so much. Halfway through round 11. 12-round championship fight from the MGM Grand. Crowd is chanting, Castillo, Castillo. And somebody will counter with USA in a minute. So, nice little right hand from Mayweather inside. Kind of where Castillo wants him. Look at his speed from Mayweather. Mayweather, for some reason, this round has decided to stand right in front of Castillo. That's not what his uncle told him to do, but Castillo's a determined fighter, but he doesn't have the speed to match up. Castillo's worked hard to get that championship, get those big paydays, but you don't have the God-given speed and the balance and the ability that Mayweather does. What are you going to do about it? Not much. Now they're throwing a little bit. Castillo's really been throwing downstairs in this round. Throwing a lot of body punches, trying the uppercuts. Under 20 seconds left, round 11. Castillo trying to grind out something, trying to land a big punch. Still throwing down there. He's finally figured out he might have to throw around his stomach. Little Mercedes was only 15 years old. I'm sure if Big Brother could do it, he'll do it right now. That was a good left hand from Floyd. We're in the 12th and final round for the lightweight championship of the world. There's not a thing he doesn't have as a prize fighter. There's a little low punch down on the hip. I try not to speculate. The last couple rounds, Castillo was able to throw some of those body punches. Final round. They're in the center of the ring. Final 30 seconds. Castillo knows he's got to go. He's trying just to let it go now. He's just trying to let his hands go. Mayweather complaining in the past about his hands. He's had some bad hands. Pretty solid punch for Castillo right there. Under 10 seconds left. Both fighters look a little spent at this point. 5 seconds left. Castillo is still trying to land a punch. And that's that. They're still fighting after the bell.
For the winner by unanimous decision and new lightweight champion of the world, the undefeated pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather.
Looking beautiful with the white gloves. Here we go, round one. Scheduled for 12.
Judah's hoping this fight is his speed. He has to be the first guy who can match Floyd Mayweather's speed. Mayweather opened a little more than 5-1, dropped to 4-1, went up to 5-1, then up to 6-1. So ultimately, most of the money went on Mayweather, but there was heavy two-way action in this fight.
Best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
You'll notice possibly that that the fighters are wearing different brands of gloves. His most recent fight against Sharmba Mitchell, he fought DeMarcus Corley in 2004. Henry Brucella switched up some in 2004. Part of the foundation for this fight.
Oh, tangling up here.
Judah ended up in a sparring session with Ferguson, and Mayweather thought he was a little too aggressive, thought he took advantage of the younger fight. Nice leaping left hook there by Mayweather. Mayweather timing Judah, leaping in there with Simrat Man is there. And he says to Mayweather, hey, aren't you training to fight a left-hander? Why don't you spar Zab? So a couple days later, they did spar. Roger Mayweather claims that he had to stop the session because Judah was taking too much punishment, and Yoel Judah wouldn't stop it. If you believe that claim, that's up to you, that the Judahs haven't been anywhere this week.
So there's the background on what goes on in the world of boxing. Judah going to the body.
And Mayweather came back and beat Augie Sanchez twice that year, and Zab ultimately lost to David Diaz. Nice left hand there by Judah.
And Zab Judah shocked the world tonight. He's certainly capable. Floyd, very cautious. Lead right hand. It's nice to have Mayweather back in Vegas, but he's not exactly the crowd favorite from what I'm hearing.
Well, his last two appearances here were two tough fights with Jose Luis Castillo, and he's in another roughhouse fight tonight.
That was back in 02. Castillo may have been the only guy who actually ever beaten him.
And he already had the amazing defensive skills that his father taught him, made him a more complete fighter. But tonight he has yet to turn any of that up. So probably the majority of the people in this house have a couple dollars on Mayweather.
Left hand from Judah.
Nice countered left by Judah. More the aggressor this part of this round at least than he has been to any point in the fight so far.
His corner was saying that Judah doesn't want to fight him. And I don't think Judah wants to get knocked out. It's what Judah's trying not to do. And he's doing a good job offensively. A lot of respect for one another. You can do all the yapping and talking before a fight you want, but when it comes down to going to the office and getting down to business, all that goes out the window. Or in Zab's case, not talking. There's some of the quickness and movement from Floyd. But when he is focused, he's good.
He is. Nice work up and down by Mayweather with a left hook.
Welterweight championship action. Floyd Mayweather Jr. considered the best pound for pound in the world in the red trunks with the fluffy trim. Judah, they told him to let his hands go and start fighting a little more. He does open up. Mayweather will be there to counter. Nice left
Big
hand.
left hand. Probably the best shot Mayweather's taken in quite some time. And if he does, of course, he's on top of the world again.
Here in Las Vegas a few years ago. Judah's left hand is giving him trouble.
Lead left hand from Judah.
Watch your head.
Watch the head.
It's getting a little nasty on the inside now, Alan.
Well, you know, Judah went out and did what his corner told him to do, throw punches.
A couple of nice right hands downstairs from Mayweather could pay dividends later in the fight. By a fight-changing punch in the 7th round against Baltimore, but Mayweather's not been able to test that chin yet. That was the closest he got right there with that left hook. But here we are, starting the second third of the fight now, third of the way through. Maybe behind on the scorecard. Certainly the toughest fight he's had through the first 4 rounds.
Round 5, Mayweather's still trying to find a combination in the formula. His corner likes him working on the body.
Well, it looked last round like Mayweather in the third round and early in the 4th, like he was beginning to get things turned completely in his favor, and then one shot kind of changed the course.
Mayweather just turned 29 in February.
Well, there may be some thought in Mayweather's camp that Judah has had a tendency to fade late in some fights, including against Baltimore, that he's got a suspect chin.
Going to the body.
For the first time, Judah looks like he doesn't really know what to do with Mayweather for the first time in the fight.
Another right hand and a left hook. Judah's getting hit here.
For a guy with bad stamina, or questionable stamina,
Now he's talking.
swallowing blood's not a good thing to do.
An angry fighter is not necessarily a good fighter. You kind of do stupid things. And Mayweather could be able to take advantage of that.
Whether that has any effect on
Well, there
Mayweather.
was some colorful language in there to go along with Punk.
There always is in a Roger Mayweather corner, too. They told him that Roger Mayweather told Floyd, his nephew, in the corner that he doesn't have to back up from Judah, that he can come forward against this guy.
And he knows what he's got to do.
There's no question about it. And I mean, Zab Judah's a guy who's fought his whole career at 140 and 147. This is Mayweather's second fight at the weight. This has been the point in some fights where Zab tends to have a little lackadaisical period and not perform. If that's the case, we're going to have to see if he gets a second win, because you can't give away a string of rounds to Mayweather. He's the best front runner in the sport.
Round 6. Judah trying to press the attack. Mayweather grabbing his arm.
It's more what we expected to see of him early in the fight.
Judges like the guy who forces the action. In case you just joined us, we're going down to end of round 6 now, 10 seconds left.
Judah caught Mayweather on the end of that right hand, no effect. Here at the end of the round, Mayweather leaped in with that lead right hand and caught Judah clean. That was after Judah had caught him on the end of a...
Scheduled for 12 from Las Vegas, the Thomas & Mack Center. Welterweight championship of the world. Mayweather fighting at 147 for just the second time in his career in the red trucks. It would be Floyd Mayweather if you could start from scratch. You just say, here's the model.
And his activity level has diminished as the rounds have progressed, Alan. He's just not letting his hands go like he was the first 3 or 4 rounds of this fight.
He's getting one upside the head. Now he sticks out his tongue. Right hand. He might want to consider getting out of there, but
right hand, left hook behind it. Whenever Zab Judah sticks his tongue out at an opponent, it's not a good sign for him.
Judah tries to land a right hand and misses by 6 inches.
An effect on his breathing. He's definitely bleeding from his nose. With a guy, again, whose stamina is sometimes in question and whose chin is suspect.
Mayweather continues to walk him down. He just keeps walking down, walking into him. Another good body shot.
When Judah does throw, it does not have the same zip it did early in the fight. Mayweather has broken him down through those body shots.
Left right hand.
Something coming behind it with an idea of setting up something. You're not going to win a jabbing fight with Floyd Mayweather.
And he's got to put combinations together, and he's not going to win the fight with this one punch at a time routine. Final seconds of round 7, which is a big Mayweather round. He's been patient. Jab Judah in trouble. This fight has turned the last 2 rounds. Mayweather's found his range. They wanted to continue to work the body. You can throw them all day, but if they don't hit anything, they're no good. I tell you what, after those first 4 rounds, and you heard me say it, I said, this is not a 6-1 underdog. Now he looks like a 6-1 underdog. You know what? I think he's having trouble breathing. I really do. From when they worked on him in the corner.
You know, the truth is, Zab, again, his stamina's been in question for years. His chin's been in question. A brain's a terrible thing to have sometimes.
Well, he's been talking to Mayweather again. And you know what? Mayweather's just good enough to punish him. There's already bad blood between him, and Mayweather's just good enough to say, okay, you're going to get it. Right hand, bang, bang.
He may be just.
Judah finally threw a left.
I was about to say that Judah may be just trying to survive here, but he finally lets his hands go a little bit. And a nice left hand from Judah. Best shot he's landed since early in the fight.
Here he goes. That's a nice little 10-second spurt there from Judah.
You didn't see much reaction from Mayweather, though, almost like the steam's gone from Judah's punches and he knows it. An interesting fight. I think that's why it went fast, because there's been real ebb and flow, real contrast with Judah doing well early and winning, in our estimation. It'd be hard for Judah to get the tide turned back his way now in these last 4 rounds. And he has hurt Mayweather in this fight.
He is capable. I just think I saw his eyes. I watched him in the corner. I don't see any confidence. I love a fighter who works the body. That's what I loved about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's like he took a tree and started chopping it until it fell over. Mayweather is the type of fighter, he can pretty much do what's there. He hits what's there, but he also has a game plan about what he wants to do. You're talking about a boxing genius. Mayweather is a boxing genius. He was born into it. You've known him all your life. And if you're going to pattern yourself after somebody who was meant to do this sport. Right hand. Judah's got his gloves down now. Another right hand and backed it up. Judah's hurt.
That's twice he's nodded, but hey, those were good shots.
And Mayweather knows it. I thought that was part of the game. Step on the foot and hit him.
Well, there's not much you can do with a right hander and a left hander in those situations sometimes. Do
you remember in the corner, Roger said we're going to make him quit on his stool.
Excuse me, it's his right eye. He's really puffing up badly there.
Going to make him quit on the stool, they said.
Sure.
They haven't built him up this fight. Zab's got enough problems on his own to not have confidence is deadly for him.
Maybe you want to send him out there with a little good feeling.
Mayweather is at his best. That's all I can tell you. Not to say that Judah might not be able to land that big punch, but he's still wiping his nose, which is never a good sign.
For that little 4-round session at the top-ranked gym, and Mayweather's just wearing him out.
I believe the story now.
I do too.
Floyd's not a fighter who looks for the knockout, but he certainly can deliver it. He looks to do his job as best as he can.
I don't see a formula right now for Judah to get back in the fight. I think it'd be difficult. It'd be difficult to. Oh, it's a
low blow,
by
big
Judah.
low blow. And I'm shocked that he did it. I was just talking about how professional they've been over there. I think it had a lot to do with being an uncle, being your blood in there and seeing him.
And then before he knows it, Bedlam's breaking out around him.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens after the fight if something breaks out.
That and what the commission decides to do to handle the situation. As you mentioned, there's going to be fines and sanctions from that.
There's that Mayweather right hand. I really do.
He has hit him right on the belt a couple times.
One of the finer performances of his career. Judah needs a knockout.
You could even argue, Alan, that this is
Nice left hand from Judah.
That this is the first time in Mayweather's career that he ever faced adversity in a fight.
That's about the way I had it. I saw two or three different Judahs in the ring tonight.
Good point. And I think there are 2 or 3 different Judahs.
He got hit there early in this round, but Judah, I don't know what he's thinking, but he better start unloading if he wants to have any shot.
Half of the 12th round left for Floyd Mayweather to stake his claim to a 4th world championship. He's got to let his hands go. He's got to knock Mayweather out. All the bad blood that boiled over before this fight, boiled over again during the fight. The rivalry is real, folks.
I wouldn't mind seeing it again just for the story.
The winner by unanimous decision and new champion, still undefeated from Grand Rapids, Michigan.